Good morning. What I'd like to show you today is some documents, and I'll explain then what happened through the years in this country, who did it, and the fact that they are not going to get away with what they're doing. And this letters patent passed on the Great Seal of the United Kingdom constituting the Office of Governor-General and Commander-in-Chief of the Commonwealth of Australia, dated the 29th of October 1900. This one. It's lawful, it's it's fact. This one. Letters patent passed on the Great Seal of the United Kingdom constituting the Office of Governor of the State of Western Australia and its dependents in the Commonwealth of Australia, dated the 29th of October 1900. This one. These are the letters patents I'm talking about, which put in place the Governor-General. They put in place the Governor of this state, and there's one of these for every state. But this shows these are reciprocating letters patents, cannot be changed, and they don't cease at the death of anybody, because this particular one, along with all the letters patent for the Office of Governor, is in our annotated Constitution in Section 72. That's why they want to get rid of it with their green mucus one. Now, this is the Commonwealth Constitution Act, 1900 UK, an act to constitute the Commonwealth of Australia, 9th of July 1900. That's it. Now, this is effective from then, an act of the British Parliament, superior Parliament to the Federal Parliament, if it was ever lawfully established in this country, and it wasn't. It was not. These documents are superior law. Now, this is the Constitution for the state of Western Australia. This is it. An act to confer a constitution on Western Australia to grant a civil list to Her Majesty, reserved the 29th of April 1889, Royal Assent proclaimed 21st of October 1890. This one. Royal Identifier. Correct. So, now we have these that establish this state. Every state, by the way, has one of these. Slightly different form, all with basically the same text. In this is included Queen Victoria's law. Every Aboriginal, every native, it says, every native will be fed. Every native will be clothed. Every native will be housed. Every native will receive a portion of money so that they can live. They get the money through grants, the dole, everything else. It wasn't there to demean you. It was there to include you as people in the Commonwealth Constitution Act. You are people. We, the people of this country, in 1967, made sure you're cemented in there. 90.2% said you are to have the same rights as us. Every single right that was proposed was granted, which is everything in these constitutions. To put you into the Commonwealth Constitution is an attempt to change and get someone to believe you have the right to add to that constitution. You do not. It's an act of the British Parliament. You can't touch it. Now, when it was put in place, it created the Commonwealth of Australia, and by referendum the people accepted the text of that as our constitution. So then we have an act, which is the British Parliament, and we have a constitution which we accepted. Whether you like it or not, that's it. Western Australia put this piece of garbage in place. It has 32 sections missing. They did it for a reason. They wanted to get control back over the colonies so that they could subject you to the garbage they're going to subject you to, or think they're going to subject you to, because that's all it is a thought. But by putting this in, you negated the Federal Parliament, or the establishment of one, because this failed to constitute the state of Western Australia. All the other states put theirs in, and I believe by agreement, by stealth, the other states removed theirs. Why do I say that? Well, why in August 1902 did New South Wales remove its proper constitution and put a different one in? That negated their parliament. 1917 to 22, whichever the date is, Queensland removed its upper house. Changed its state constitution. 1934, South Australia did the same. Tasmania did the same. 1975, not to be put out, Victoria removed this constitution after it butchered it that much it wasn't funny. They're letters patent. They can only be changed by the monarch. Now, as I've said before, we have said several times, and I'm going to repeat it again. You, to be an employee of us, which is an employee under the public service, under the control of the governor of the state, you have to swear this oath. This oath. It's in there, and it explains about the heirs and successors. So whoever who is the heir to the throne, not what you think it is, not a lizard, not a dream time that you come up with your garbage. Why are they there? As I explained before, you need to comprehend the system. The system is a system under God. You don't want that. What you want is your socialist, satanic agenda. You're allowed to have your religions. You're just not allowed to inflict them on us. You cannot pass a law controlling our religion, nor can you question it. I'm not questioning yours. I'm stating you're not going to use it in our system because it can't work. And you know that. That's why you want to remove our system. Every single part of it. You're looking for a way to get rid of this Bible and the system set up under it. This system set up under it was for everybody. And you can't comprehend that. So you go about lying. You get a group of people, I don't know what you gave them. You want to set up this voice, a voice to take control of this country and have everybody here enslaved to a group of people who have no claim to this country. You've got to understand, this is a huge fight to steal this country and give it to the New World Order. Satanic cult set up to take control of this world and enslave the whole lot. You think if you get what Sleazy wants, Albanese wants, you are going to get anything? You've got to be kidding if you think 2 or 3% of the population is going to control this place, steal everything that everybody's ever worked for, given to you by a pack of liars. They screwed over their own people to do that because Albanese's a nice guy. No, you are never going to get what you're trying to get. You are finished. You have no right to be there. You see, when you used that wrong constitution in the state to establish the state of Western Australia, you wiped out every federal parliament. So you don't even exist in law. Am I correct? Yes. We needed 6 states to constitute the Commonwealth. In other words, we needed the representatives of those 6 states to produce the first parliament. That's why Queen Victoria issued an order and instruction, which is on the walls of the Church of England, St George's Terrace, Perth, stating Western Australia is to be admitted as a state on the 1st of January 1901. That's why she did it. The High Court, HCA 44, 2006, Forge versus ASIC, said not only permanent judges but temporary judges must swear the oath of allegiance. The oath of allegiance is this that I showed you. You comprehend that? Comprehend what took place? You got suckered in to lying, Wayne Stewart Martin. You proved yourself to be invalid and every decision you made to be nothing more than garbage. Nothing more. But you sat as a quorum. You sat singly. HCA 44, again, of 2010. The High Court, if you think it's valid, but it actually has never been set up lawfully, stated clearly, 1688 Bill of Rights, habeas corpus, and all imperial law is law in this country and must be complied with. Habeas corpus knocked out the synagogue of Satan. Single judges sitting in judgment of people. Why? Because they're biased. All the way back to 1640 and still stands today. Why? Because somebody who knows more than you clowns, you didn't want the things I'm saying to come out. That is why you went after me. That is why you've lied, cheated and stolen. The warrant, whether you like it or not, was signed by a Justice of the Peace. It was put together by a Justice of the Peace. My input was to correct the way it was worded and give them the one instruction. You have to have a warrant, you have to have an affidavit, and you have to have a statement of material facts. When you presented your warrant to me, the copy, where was the statement? Where was the statement of material facts? You didn't have one. Why didn't you? Because you're nothing but a bunch of liars. 9 days later, after you purportedly arrested me, without any authority, when you trespassed on my property, you clowns couldn't see what you were doing. My level of perception is still very, very good. You say you're going to remove this case because of my age. You lost there. Age is only a figure. It isn't my ability to do something. Because I'm a litigant in person, I can put the law wherever I like. It is my granted right under our Constitution to put our law to our courts. They're ours. They don't belong to you. If they belong to you, they're not courts. A court is a gathering under the sovereign. That's paragraph 20 of the decision of, look at that, Justice French in Lane versus Morrison. HCA 29 of 2009, there it is. A gathering under the sovereign, no matter where it is. How do you gather under the sovereign when you hold to the oath of a bar association, which is treason under section 44 of our Constitution, incapable of sitting? Good luck with your version of my court, because it's not. I have all the say, you don't. What are you? Our Constitution says you're an adjudicator between the law and the people in the case before you. First, you don't have any laws, especially federal ones. You have none. In this state, you have absolutely zero, except Imperial Act. Don't believe me? Till the state constitutions, which is the only solution to your lying, thieving, treasonous position at this time. That goes for you, Penny Wong, Albert Sleazy, every single politician, every judge, every magistrate, every police officer, every lawyer, every public service. First, get a copy of this and swear it. That's the first thing. Secondly, put every state constitution in place as per the letters patent put in place by Queen Victoria on the 29th of October 1900.
He divides people into 4 quadrants. The really smart ones are the people that help others and help themselves, right? That's the really smart class, right? The bandit class are the ones who basically hurt others and help themselves. That he calls those bandits. And in the 3rd quadrant, those are the helpless. Those are the people that are always helping others, but then end up poor on the street themselves. He calls them helpless, right? They're the constant hero that doesn't take care of themselves, so they can't, and so, and then there are the stupid people who hurt others and hurt themselves. Like, I'm going to vaccinate my child, right, on TikTok or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, that's human sacrifice. That's human. You're destroying your child.